guys, so for today's video I'm going to be showing you a pretty easy, very easy, who am I joking, it's like the easiest makeup ever, easy makeup routine for a really hot day. I live in Arizona, it's like 150 here, so we have to wear easy makeup a lot that doesn't sweat off, so I have to wear this makeup a lot, and usually you just don't even want to wear makeup because it's just brutal here and it's just disgusting. I don't know why people come visit here. It's just... And now it's starting to get hot again, so I figured it would be, sorry, cheers. I figured it'd be a good day to show this, and I'm gonna be outside all day. So let's get started. I have to like reach over. Hold on. So first thing I'm gonna do is moisturize because it's really dry here as well, so that's super important. So I'm gonna go in with my favorite moisturizer. It is the Glam Glow Volcasmic. I like this moisturizer because you don't have to really wait for it to set, and it gives like a nice glow, but it's a matte glow. It's prime, but it is pretty expensive, so you have to kind of weigh that out. I also like to go in with a super light foundation on super hot days, so I'm going to go in with MAC Face and Body. Dab it on. This foundation is definitely not full coverage, but that's what I like about it, because then you don't really have to worry about it being super heavy, and when you sweat it just kind of sits there, doesn't do much. Sometimes when it's really hot out, really heavy foundations can separate. And now what I've been doing recently is been taking MAC Next to Nothing and adding it on top, which just gives an extra glow to be super extra. This really doesn't give any extra coverage, maybe like a tad, but it just adds like a extra dewiness that I appreciate. That sound in the background is my washing machine, if anyone's wondering. It's quite loud. Sounds like a plane's taking. For concealer, I'm going to go in with Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. Nothing too special about this concealer. I don't like to over conceal, especially when it's hot out, because that's when I find that my concealer moves or creases the most, is when I sweat. So I just like to add a little amount just to get coverage and a little highlighting. Nothing crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and add in some Sephora drops. This is in shade Ultra Light, because where would we be without some highlight? It might be hot out, but I'm still gonna glow. It'll be my slogan. Put on my car. And just blend that out with a beauty blender so you don't get any harsh lines. Ooh. And then I always just take the excess and dab it on my beauty blender and just highlight the chin, a little bit of forehead. This way it's like less concentrated and it just adds a little more dewiness. To set the eyes, whoop. Just got a gallon of Laura Mercier. We're going in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury brush. I really like the brush because I find my eyes are always like drier, especially during the summer. So I find using the brush doesn't make them as dry. And it just keeps the nice freshness of my face. And then I'm adding the translucent powder everywhere I tend to get shiny. So definitely my T-zone and also right in the corners of my nose. Because of that area is a little death trap. And then now that I've gotten the base of my translucent powder down, I'm going to take a sponge and go ahead and bake. This just sets everything even more and keeps it from moving. And I like the Laura Mercier translucent powder the best. I've tried a whole bunch, and this one is just the finest powder, so it doesn't really clog up my pores. It's just super nice. While I'm baking, I'm going to be doing my eyes. So I already set my eyes, which is super important, especially when it's hot out. I just didn't do it on camera because I think it's kind of boring. So what I did today is I just used some concealer and some translucent powder on top, but you can also use an eye primer, whatever you want to do. If you are going to use concealer, don't use a lot of concealer because it just kind of clumps up. It's kind of boring. It just doesn't really work. So today I'm going to use the ColourPop Neutrals palette. I think it's the Simply Sand palette. So first I'm going to just go into this light color just to set my eyes. I always go in with a very light color, that's skin tone, just to set my eyes, which also kind of sets the translucent powder and the primer or the concealer that I put on. If you don't set your eyes with a primer or a concealer, it kind of like puts that line in the middle of your crease and all your eyeshadow just like goes to it. And that definitely happens to me when I don't set my eyes and then I like pay for it in the middle of the day. I also just use like minimal products when it's really hot out, especially around my eyes. I don't really want a dramatic look when I'm going to be in the sun all day. Like, it's just not for me. I'm just gonna kind of smoke out my entire eye and then go underneath my eye as well. Just a little gentle smoke. That base color is down. I'm gonna go in with this sparkly bronzy color. Inner corner. And kind of put it out into my bottom lash line and then bring it out into my upper lid and lash line, just to give like a overall sparkly feel in that whole inner corner area. My plane is now taking off. Please fasten your seatbelts. Learn your emergency exits. Thank you. I'm going to take that same sparkly color and put it in my brow bone. For lashes, I'm going to use the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. It's the same mascara, it's just in a really pretty package. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to go into this MAC Next to Nothing powder. I always put the powder over my translucent powder as well, just so everything blends together. For bronzer, I'm going to go in with this Bobbi Brown Illuminating Bronzer Powder in Aruba. It's like a really sparkly bronzer. I just picked it up recently-ish, but I'm excited to see it. I like sparkly bronzers. Well, she is dark. Do you like that lazy contouring right there? I'm going to blush it up with the MAC Cheeky Bits blush. This is the new Extra Dimension blush, and I'm obsessed. To highlight today, we're going to go into the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. So first, I think we're going to go into this Spotlight color. I don't think I've used this one yet. My friend was like picking out her first real highlight kit yesterday. It was so cute. She picked the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, but this was on her list. And then I'm going to go into Skylight, just to give a little... Actually, Daylight. For lips, first I'm going to use the Urban Decay Lip Love, just for a little. From the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea collection. Perfect. And the last, most important step is setting spray. I'm using the NYX Matte Finish. You're probably wondering why I use a matte finish instead of a dewy finish when I've just used all dewy products. It is because the sweat will make you dewy anyway. So I would use a matte finish. So that is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to ask. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Love you guys. Bye.